Jackalopes, in my humble opinion, combined the worst hair traits with a rack of sharp antlers. Weirdly enough, they were also one of the most counterfeited taxidermy mounts. Poor humans thought they were so crafty, sticking tiny deer antlers on hare heads when the West, mainly Texas, was lousy with the real thing. Though I suppose, being human, they had no way of knowing that. I don't want to hear it. Betty capped the bottle, then moved on to smearing a yellow-green salve with a rotten egg stink across the raw marks and the single puncture wound. You did this to yourself. Had Wally been here when I woke before dawn in a cold sweat, he could have talked sense into me. But Wally hadn't been here. He still wasn't here, and I had no idea when to expect him back. Uncle Wally and I are off to watch the will-o'-the-wisp migration. That was the note Xander left taped above the Velcro strips where I stuck Wally before falling asleep. Once he and Wally got home, after I made sure they were safe and sound, then I would murder them. Last I checked, I grumbled at Betty, I don't have antlers, so I most certainly didn't do this to myself. Huh! She shifted to packing the deepest injury with a mix of dried herbs. That was a joke, right? I wouldn't be in this mess if her kid hadn't spirited away my husband, which I had explained to her at maximum volume the second she rolled through the front door with a first aid kit balanced across her knees. Why are you so hostile? I wriggled deeper into the cushions to escape her. I'm the wronged party. Mm-hmm. Unwilling to incriminate her youngest son, she mumbled a non-answer. That was all she had to say on the topic of Wally's abduction, beyond assuring me she wasn't worried about either of them, because Xander would protect his uncle. If Xander gave a fig about Wally's safety, he would have left his uncle hanging right where he found him. Are you trying to tell me I'm overreacting? That I'm wrong to be worried for my husband, who was cursed into the body of a singing fish on a plaque your son took God only knows where? Wally is collectible. He could get stolen and auctioned off on eBay, and it would be all Xander's fault. Maybe, just maybe, I hadn't been thinking straight when I strapped on Bam Bam and stomped off in the pre-dawn hours to distract myself from the hurt of waking alone, betrayed by two of the people I loved most in this world. But I wasn't about to give her the satisfaction of admitting I knew I had acted a fool. You are so full of self-righteous bullshit, I have to scrape off my shoes every time I leave your house. Ow! I flinched away from her stabby fingers. Can you be more careful?